Mr. Ryan is on his way over to Gleba. So what I need to be doing to prep for that, because there's the imagination of, oh, I could just be staying on Nauvis and not doing Gleba things. Alright. I stopped the music. Oh no. Settings, controls, music. Next music track should be 0. Nine is to resume it. There it comes. Every now and then I'm like, ah, I stopped everything. Okay, and I'm watching, this is your battery meter, in case you're wondering. Like, what's Coffee watching for, and why is he so paranoid? Well, I can bottom myself out on battery here, and sun does not shine on this location. Just knock those down. Get the science. Oh, this is fun. Oh. You know what? I'm old. Oh. Check. Oh, that was too much fun. Oh, let's see if I've killed myself now. Because these things can smack me in the face. Oh, look at that! Here they come. Just gonna go stand over here now. Oh. Oh, that was just... That was just special. Well, let's get some carbon and, or iron. I'm gonna need that. And, steel. Just be like, here, you thought you were done. No. And that's gonna be Ryan's job for a bit. It's, I don't need to harvest all of these raw materials. That was just great. Okay. I know somebody's gonna be like, why would you do this? That's why. That's the entire reason why. Plus, I'm gonna need to figure out how to make a bunch of other ones. And then I have this mess. Somebody's gonna be like, well, that doesn't do it perfect. And it's like, I don't need perfect, I just need to do good enough. Do I have a solar to uncommon? Do not have a solar to uncommon. Boo. I have solar to everything else. Well, fine then. I will create this thing. Bang. Uncommon. Then we go. Bang. Uncommon. Create a copy of this. Alright. So that's gonna run all day long. And be fantastic. And this is gonna show why we don't do handcrafting all the time. Probably gonna need to get my assembler stockpile up. So I'll start doing that. And I appear to have given this an impossible task to run everything, including the solar panels, and that's kind of to be expected. It had power for like a second. Alright, then... This is Gleba's day-night cycle, I gather. But this relates to an interesting question that I personally have. Where it's like, how do we do this job with the quality stuff, and do we do it here? Right? And it's an interesting thing because my power is not going to recharge. If I just throw these quality modules around, I can potentially get a more powerful kind of unit, but because of how I've done this, I don't have modules to support coming in from Nauvis, and I don't have a really good stockpile of parts either. And in terms of like factory building, like this is going to be interesting. Because when I'm putting down my flagpoles and stuff, so 2 power poles is a roboport and some coverage, right? And that's a project that I have to figure out. But then with Gleba, it gets interesting because so there's a belt speed that I can look up. I'm going to do that right now. And it's 1.875 meters per second for a standard transport belt. And where that matters is spoilage. Because there's parts where if I use this for a production job, that bacteria needs to have, say, 30 seconds, and it's got at most a minute. So it has to get unheaped, thrown into another machine, and then turned into interesting objects. And this is the part where we could do it the cheesy way, or we could do it the fun way. The cheesy way is I go into map editor and apply cheese without adding it to my game time. The fun way is I have 100 hours. Let's see what fun I can have. I've only used up 24 of those. It'll be fine. Plus, I have all of this spoilage. I have to do that to get the artificial soil, right? That's a checkpoint. Yeah, craft 500. It'll be a lot of fun. A lot of fun, tons of fun. Then I still have to do bioflux production. As a process. I did have some seeds from some plants, but I was going to focus on these guys for a bit. Ooh! What's going on here? Making friends over at the far turrets. I see how it is. Okay, then we do want our far-off staff to be retired and happy. Every now and then, I takes 30 seconds, I'll let myself do it. Oh. Something set up on that line. That is the issue. Doing this before bots. I can't actually respond to those guys. It's frustrating. These guys are absorbing pollution and are going to cause assaults to form on this line. And, fail, too. And there's one crude oil there. The poor deer. That's gonna make some bots get destroyed when these lines get constructed for defense, and there's no accounting for it, unfortunately. Not even like, you know, hate the beta. It's like, just part of the budget. Things are not perfect. Things have to take risks. I would love it if I got to give a robot a discharge defense so it could fly over the biters, but I think the team at Woob wouldn't let me get away with that for some reason. I don't know why. It's healthy for the bots. Eh? Eh? Right. If I did this correctly, I should be able to get away with that. And yes! Or stone going away. In fact, I will turn this one around and have it go over and take over the job over here, which is to produce as many rails as you can, please. I don't expect miracles, but an obscene number is needed here. Okay. I keep on getting distracted by Nauvis things. Okay. And deconstruct this. Now this is a particularly interesting puzzle because these are going to make more power. So, where is there? Okay, 0.34 instead of 1.8. That's 0.6. So every 3 of these put down 2 more turbines. And the better thing would be to make these the expectation that the turbine line goes down. Because, look, this is stuck at 1.8 instead of 0.9. Right? I'm that's because of the temperature of the steam. It's still really, really good, don't get me wrong. But it does leave something to be desired. And I have to use stacks of carbon while I have them. Put that in as my fuel source. Then if I check off always visible, will it still show up on the map? Or not? No, it will not. Alright. Ooh. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Okay, now I have to determine what is going to be my first job, because I need to go out and explore this area. I do have a massive amount of this. Science is going into a special zone. The hope is that if anything does happen, nothing can get into there. The world is waking up. Okay, then... Sorry, I'm having a moment where I'm pondering the future. And the future is 1, 2. Remember how I said this is better for certain things? Well, the future's pretty wild. Alright. Back at it. Welcome to real life. Interruptions happened. And you just deal with it. Okay. Help the bots not shred that, and I believe it does subtract their power once you go and start grabbing them like that. Alright, what's my build limit here? So that's 32. 1, 2, 3. Focus on a priority split here. And the only question is, do I have enough space for a fuel line coming in? Or how do I mix that for maximum efficiency? No space for a fuel line. Alright. There's that question answered. I can use underground ones to boost efficiency, but this is where I am. All fuel products are going to be distributed onto the fuel line side. So this is the packer unload team. They're going to go onto this side. And then the struggle is always going to be real. Because I want this to end up on this side of the belt. And then work like a train station, kind of. Now here's where it gets really fun. That's that side of the belt. Also, have I given this belt immunity then? That would be an oversight. I have not. Okay, I do need to give that machine that. Because it's going to be working around assembly lines. Another reason is and then be very careful so you don't break this entire thing, right? You know, maybe add some bumpers to this with a wall to save it from yourself. Because no, that's one where it's like, I want my robot friends to be fine. Then, yeah, this will have to have use filters. We're going for just iron and copper and maybe stone ores. Make sure the fuel doesn't get misused or abused. Look for places to optimize the line with underground belts. Alright, the sun's come up. That's what that means. And a mistake people will make is to insist that these things need to move very, very quickly. As you can see, does not really matter. Alright, and then when that thing's unloading, what I can do is unheap my inventory into these boxes.